I've lived in Chicago all of my life.
I'm born and raised in Chicago. I'm a product of the City of Chicago neighborhoods and the City of Chicago schools.
I love the city of Chicago because it's a small town in a big city.
It's kind of magical. That's how you get to know your neighbor. That's how you find out that people really have a heart.
You give of yourself and that you give something up that benefits somebody else. And that, I think, is what you see time and time again in the city of Chicago.
Norman Stone founded the Emergency Fund because he saw a critical need that wasn't being filled.
And he addressed it the best way he knew how.
One of his objectives in life was to make enough money to take care of people that couldn't make enough money to take care of themselves.
He felt that it was just a travesty for someone that needed milk for their child to have to go and stand in a line and fill out a 20-page application and wait and wait and wait.
There are lots of people that are in financial disaster, and many of them through no fault of their own.
And I think an organization like the Emergency Fund takes what can be sometimes an overwhelming large problem and makes it feel like it's something that we can all contribute to fix in our own little ways.
He saw two people huddled together in a tenement apartment in a cold winter night, no heat and no money. So he started with a few friends the emergency fund with just a few $1,000s.
Hey, you're here too, and I have to help you in whatever way I can.
It helps people in crisis and helps for people to become self-sufficient.
Because it provides flexible dollars for those people to fill the need where no other place can fill it.
It's just immediate assistance with very little red tape, and that's just needed in Chicago.
Now, we all know about poverty, but when you know about these people one-on-one, it really touches you a lot.
Because I'm on a fixed income, I was eligible for Section 8. To make sure that you're in acceptable living conditions, then they inspect your apartments and the building and the area.
My apartment got flooded, it's like, wow, I lost a lot of stuff, and I'm having a hard time, as far as where my kids are gonna sleep.
Well, my inspection came up. My apartment didn't pass because I didn't have a stove that functioned properly.
I didn't have employment. I didn't have any money. So I went to Ezra and I got into the class. I did the whole program.
I needed a stove that they would accept, that wouldn't be what they call a danger to me. I would lose the funds from Section 8 and end up in a place that maybe roach infested or rat infested.
I need help because I want my kids to sleep in a bed.
It takes a lot of energy and effort for people to even ask for help. So to have to be degraded and looked upon as though they're, lesser than the person that's providing the assistance, I believe is just wrong.
Lynette told me, she said, we can help you with that. And I was like, can you really?
So I talked to my case manager, which is Jim Gavin, and I told him, hey Jim, I think I would like to go to security school. Next thing you know, I had a check in my hand,
In a week, I had a stove.
I told Lynette, she wrote on a piece of paper, and the beds was there in like 2-3 days.
An emergency fund that helped me with the training, security training, that helped me also, but fed me.
It depends on the circumstance of the individual, whether it's paying a gas bill, whether it's paying money for shoes for a child.
To provide a bus pass for somebody going to work, to provide a uniform for somebody in training, all the way to providing rental assistance.
To medication, to child care, to household items.
I don't think there's any list, and that's what's kind of nice about it, because it's about help.
The emergency fund is important for people in Chicago because there is very limited resources available. I've seen the fantastic work that the individuals that make up the emergency fund can do and have done.
It seems like everybody is sincerely dedicated.
It's really up to all of us to say, this is the place we live. We can all have a part in fixing the problem in the city that we, were born in, grew up in, and reside in.
It just feels a lot more to know, okay, hey, I'm in Chicago and Chicago got my back.
Things come up that you don't expect. And especially if you're on a fixed income or haven't had an opportunity to save.
We all have problems, but when you get together, it makes a difference.
It's reaffirmed everything that I've learned since I was 2 and up, that there are people out there who care.
Why should people give to the emergency fund? Why shouldn't people give to the emergency fund? That's really the question.
People should give because their neighbor may need that assistance, or their child may need that assistance, or their coworker may need that assistance.
It's not something that is just, okay, let's make the building look nice. It's let's make the people inside the building feel great.
Even if it's just small things. But small things just add up to big things.
And it will go a long way towards helping someone in need.
The more we can show compassion and rectify these problems quickly, the better things will be.
Caring without action is meaningless.
And when you think about some of these disasters, such as somebody having to make a choice of paying the rent or buying medicine,
or preventing a crisis, a large crisis, before it even starts.
There's no red tape when it comes to issuing dollars to the people who need it most.
There's nothing else like that in the city that I know of, or in the country for that matter.
Mr. Stone had, in my opinion, I wish I would have known him, a commitment to the city, a commitment to the community that he lived in, to make it a better place for everybody.
and he'd be so proud of what we've done with the emergency fund.
I think he would be ecstatic, but I also believe that he would say we need to do more, that there's still work left to be done.